feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome, my little astronauts. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about and discussing will we ever see any sort of conflict between the United States, Russia, and China. And also, we'll also be adding and including as well, would we ever witness World War III in our lifetime? And this was actually submitted by actually a subscriber of mine. And they asked, is there a potential for the United States to go to war with China and Russia in the next couple of years? I feel like something is brewing, just curious. So thank you for submitting that question. If you guys are wondering how you can submit your question, you can go to the description below. I have a brand new page form where you guys can submit your question directly to me instead of in the YouTube comment section where I will never be able to see it. But anyway, I love you guys so much. And quickly before we do begin, we're going to end right before we do the prayer. We're going to do a little prayer, like a protective prayer, so that we all feel protected and connected to one another on the divine level. And we'll be doing that as well. I just want to quickly put out a quick announcement before we do that as well. I just want to go through some, normal things that we normally do. Which is being live streamed on July 20th, 2021 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are interested in checking or booking a reading with me, you guys can check the description below. I have that listed on my website for you. And here are some quick disclaimers that you will see on your screen right now. And there's that. And I just want to, for the quick disclaimer, that announcement that I want to say is that I am almost done completing the work that I need to do in terms of classes. So I'm going to show you the type of classes that I will be offering on my website and that you guys could join them if you're interested. They'll be cheap and they'll be affordable. I don't know the prices 100% yet. I have to go through each one and kind of see how much my guides are telling me each one should be represented in terms of angel numbers. But I'm going to quickly show them to you right now. The first class that I will be teaching you guys is how to read intuitively. So you can find that there. This is not up yet. The next class that I will be also teaching is how to manifest. The next one I will be doing is more like a life coach session. It's a group session and a 101 session. That's up to you what you want to do. Again, this is monthly subscription. You can also do a weekly, but you have to email me privately to do the weekly. And the last class that I'll also be offering on the YouTube channel as well is the DIY tarot card class. So again, when I'm done and finalized with my website, you guys can be able to book it and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of all the classes. Do you think I should do more? Do you have any ideas, any additional information? I will take all good feedback and I'll put it in and see what I can do. So that is the classes that I will be offering on my channel as well. It's not finalized, but expected to be finished by next week. So that's when it's released, and you guys should be able to come on the following week by the start of August 1st. Hi, Ken. Thank you for coming. So anyway, moving on. Let's talk about everything today. Let's do a little protective prayer so you guys feel safe and collected. Then we're going to start, okay? So I'm going to put on this. I call upon our higher self, our spirit guides, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Daniel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, Angel of Death, Angel of Love, Angel of Healing, Archangel Josephine, Archangel Shemiel. I call upon you guys today to surround us all with white light protection, divine love, and accuracy. Thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for everything you will be doing for me and my viewers in the future. Please allow us to be able to intuitively feel and be able to access the Akashic records for information about whether or not in our lifetime, with the current energies that are at play right now, are we entering an area or a thing where we are going to experience a conflict, whether between the United States and China, China versus Russia, or any of those three countries. And will we ever witness as well World War III, and will it be prevented? Please allow me to be able to channel any information to my viewers and be able to allow them to channel information to me. As well, please protect them from all negative beings and all negative energies so that they shall not perish through the screen on both sides. Please surround us with white light protection and angelic beings who are within the positive light. Thank you. I love you, and namaste. So that is our little protection. So we have a little protection now, so we can indeed start. And that's a little long, but that's my prayer. That's what I gotta do before I go live for you. But someone mentioned it's a really good idea to just do it while I'm on the screen with you. So I figured might as well, if you want to keep making this a regular thing, I'm more than happy to do just that. So anyway, let's begin. Let's do some tarot. So Spirit Angel, please tell me, what should we do in terms of okay, will we witness and see any conflict between China, Russia, and the United States? Okay. Can you please tell me, Spirit Angels? Okay. Okay, so we have all three reversal, which is funny because it's funny how it's reversed. We have here the full card reverse, we have the Two of Swords reversed, and we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of Swords reverse, right? And now this is talking about the Middle East. This is what we saw before with Iran and the potential for a World War III type scenario leading to January of 2020. Hi Doris, what's up, love? Thank you for coming. And it's telling me here that the possibility of that happening in the past was very unlikely because there was no decision where you had to go to war. Diplomacy was always an option in the past. Right, in the center here, we have the Fool card. A lot of what's going on right now, people are focused on, a lot of world leaders right now are focused heavily on building up their country, whether that's through military, whether that's through economy, whatever that may mean. There is some sort of resource that allows the country to build up. And what it feels like to me right now with the current age that we're in is that a lot of countries don't want as much land as they used to. And a part of that is because of climate change. The climate change allows the more land you have, the more countries going to be in debt due to climate change, whether that's from typhoon, hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever that is. That the more land one country has, the more natural disasters that they experience, and therefore they have to pay more money. And in the future card here is we have the Seven of Swords reverse, right? And the feeling is that no one's really going to be focused on nuclear arsenals or people stealing things away from one another. It kind of feels like there's no desire for land. So there is no movement. There is no agent that's going to propel somebody forward. The only thing is that I can see is some sort of hate or fake information or false information or deepfakes. Let's all explain to you what deepfake is. So if you don't know what a deepfake is, it's basically this. So you ever seen Photoshop? Basically what a deepfake is, it kind of takes a filter of someone's face, and the person will take the way they articulate words, the way their voice sounds, and instead they will take that, type in whatever they want them to say, and it will make a fake version of that same individual with the same voice, the same articulation, the same picture, the same design, saying something that they didn't actually say, and that's what's called a deepfake. So we live in an era where people can manipulate other people's words without actually having them to be physically present. All they have to do is just simply take a photo or a video and edit it. Right? You ever seen those videos where someone's like saying like a song and a president kind of like snip it and they kind of play the song as like someone's voice? It's like that, but more articulated and more smoother, where you want to be able to know the difference between whether something was said or not. I hope that makes a little sense. That's what I'm seeing. If there was a potentiality for a World War III type conflict between the three countries, it will be due to deepfake, people wanting to just cause conflicts for no other reason than just for the benefit of themselves, which I didn't think they're just playing games, right? So let's kind of gather more information on this as well. Spirit Angel, tell me, what other information do we need to know about World War III, if there was to have a World War III? What else do we need to know? Yeah, so we have the Magician reverse. It kind of feels like there's all about deception here. That if anything was to happen, it would be more about deception than anything else that may cause this type of scenario to happen. But if I'm being completely honest with you, the energy as I'm feeling right now is not towards World War III. I don't really necessarily see some sort of conflict arising in the near future about World War III. I don't feel it in my gut. My gut is telling me kind of no. It's kind of like it's not. the less likelihood of it happening is less likely. But also, we got to be careful because the monster seeing manifestation, we may manifest into reality. So the best thing to do is to stop saying that there's going to be a World War III, because basically you're asking for it to happen. So stop asking, stop saying it, stop thinking it. Just move on and say that there's going to be no World War III, and therefore there's not going to happen. Have that mindset. Don't assume it. Only reason why I'm covering it is because you put it in as a request, and I figured I might as well cover the topic. So let's take a look at China, the United States, and Russia and kind of see how they're doing. Then at the end of the video, we're going to have a last-minute question and whatever my guys want to say to you guys, or what we need to know about today's topic as well. And then we'll end up there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so Spirit Angel Tommy, give me a quick 3 cards for China. How is China doing right now? What do we need to know about China? Okay, thank you. All right, so we have here China in the past almost went through a near-death experience. A lot of what they have experienced was a rebirth, a change in transformation of government, right? They transformed. They went from democracy to communism. That was in about 1940. So China only had about 20 more years left until the government within their own country changes again, right? That's in the past, right? It changed. They had a transformation, a rebirth. However, we have the King of Swords. I think the leader currently in China has left the position of power, and therefore there is a new leader. I don't know for sure. Please don't quote me on this. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the cards. But a lot of you guys know the incumbency is this way, right? This is incumbent when the incumbent's in office. But it's reversed, which tells me the incumbent might be removed from power. They might be overthrown. It feels like potentially maybe even the government as a whole, as an institution, is going to be thrown out. However, I don't see, and I've been saying this for a long time, China will not be a superpower, an economic superpower. It does not have the capability to do that. It is too old. In terms of too old, I mean, the people there in China are majority elderly, and therefore the country workforce is made up of older people, and therefore they don't have the capacity to sustain the economic powerhouse that they say they are. And we have here as well with the Two of Cups. The economies will crash on them eventually soon. Sometime around 1940, 1930, the economy is going to crash to China. And then China is going to lose its complete status, and it will be a new superpower or a new economic superpower on the horizon. Someone that we don't know. I've seen Africa for some reason, so there might be an African nation that's going to rise up and become the economic superpower of the future. But that is the state of China right now. So let's take a quick look at Russia, then we'll do the United States. And if you have any last-minute questions, please put them in. There's about 30-second delay before I get to see it. So Spirit Angel Tommy, what do we need to know specifically about Russia? Russia's future as a nation. Okay, well, let me put the back in. I saw the card, so if it comes out again, that means it's very important. So Spirit Angel, tell me what is the future about Russia. Okay, thank you. President of Russia as a nation or a country. Thank you. And the future. All right. Interesting. Okay, so in the past of Russia, we had here communism, the idea that the collective will benefit from the communism, the idea of socialism, right? However, what it feels is that they've been misguided, misled. What ended up happening was these people promised the collective that if they fight for the revolution in 1918 for the fight for Russia, New Russia, Soviet Union, that they would benefit economically from it. And therefore, the people took the money in position of power and kept it and made the entire country poor. And therefore, it caused the downfall. However, during the 1991, when the Soviet Union fell and collapsed, and we have the Russian Federation pop up. Right now, Russia is currently, right now in the present, it is going through a lot of turmoil, a lot of riots, a lot of revolutions, a lot of stuff like that, energy-wise. And that's because Pluto might be returning or is starting to leave Russia's birth chart. I don't know necessarily what, but it is feeling that there is something here, that something's brewing. A new government, potentially, a new leader This is Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is the current president. However, I do see a brand new oligarchy, a brand new government, brand new position of power. Maybe it's the Tsar may come back, the king, the former king of Russia, right? And then here we have the lovers cut. I do feel like for some reason, some way, something from Russia before the Soviet Union, the Tsar king family, the royal family will come back and they're going to take back power in some way or some form. And that will change the relationship and the dynamic in Russia and it's the way it's being perceived on the world stage. So let's take a quick look at the United States and kind of see what the United States is going through right now. But before we do that, I'm going to go to a nice quick ad break. Have you ever wondered how you can submit a question or a video request? Well, I will show you in this commercial how you can do that. So you go to my channel, you click on any of my uploads or any recent videos that you may see, and you go to the description. As you can clearly see, I already clicked on a previous video. You scroll down and you click right here where it says submit your question, topic, or video request here. You can also add in a link and information that you would like to add in. You can ask at least 10 and you can keep resubmitting as many as you would like. You'll click that link and it will take you to my website. And this is what my website looks like. You could book a reading with me. You could find my email, other information along with my YouTube channel. You will click submit your video request here and you will click on that. And it will take you to a Google form where you guys can fill out and be able to put all your questions here. So thank you all for coming, and I'll just turn you right back to your content right now. Okay, so as you see here, this is for entertainment purposes only. Inside the chat, there's some items inside the chat. I want you to hone in onto your intuition to find out what is inside the chest right now. And while I'm waiting for you to tell me what you think this is, or use your intuition if you need more time, pause the video. But while we're waiting for your response, I'm going to act the cards about the United States future. Spirit saying, so tell me what is the future of the United States as a country? Okay. If you need more time, I'll give you a couple seconds. And if you need more, you can obviously pause it when you need it. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to exchange this candle. Okay. Some nice white light candle, a nice white candle protecting us. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna open up the chest right now. If you got a couple crystals, different type of crystals, you got sultanate, labradorite. If you got moon, if you got a pendulum, you're right. If you got agate, citrine, aventurine, labradorite, amethyst, or celestite, you are correct. It is indeed a pendulum. But if you also got squares or like a number, we have here as well, you have 1 and 5. So you had a 6. So if you got a 6, let's see what angel numbers you have for you guys today. Okay, so the angel number that you have today is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right? Okay. Again, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, so 89. So 98, 89. Look that up on Google and you'll find your message there. So let's take a look and see what is the future of the United States in terms of where it's heading right now. And so let's see. So we have here in the Queen of Path. What I'm sensing here is the Queen of Liberty, right? The Liberty. Oh my God. The Statue of Liberty. Excuse me. Oh my God. I stuttered. This is what it feels like. It's the idea, it's the symbolism that the United States is a country where we can have the freedom for all men and women to be able to experience justice and freedom for all, when it's quite actually the quite opposite, right? This is what it was in the past. This is what it was designed to do. However, it didn't promise it, because you see here, we have a cat looking, right? But you kind of see her heading towards the future, but she's not looking at you, because it's not about you. It's not about the individual. It's all about her, what she wants, right? because you have here two lines that talk about the liars, right? But this is just a pipe dream, a sunflower, right? The pipe dream. It's all about the sunniness, the sunny side of it. It was just an image to get people to come. That's all that it was. It wasn't something that was actually manufactured to actually be good for people. And the centers, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. And this is funny because this is my Biden card. And the fact that Biden comes in reverse tells me that this is all about Biden coming in, but he's not delivering on his promise in the United States, right? He's not delivering his promise in terms of filibuster, whether in terms of voting rights, whether in front of gun reform and all those other issues that he campaigned on. And therefore, that could be very detrimental for his own party come the midterm election. The refusals to stand up for what they believe is right, to stand up for the policy that people voted them in for, right? And the future of the United States as a nation as a whole is the King of Wands and the Tower card. And all this is that the fact that we have my Democrat card here, followed with a Republican, which is the conservative card here, which is the King of Wands, which is in the future, right? And we have the Tower card. So what I am sensing here is that if Biden does not do as he is promised to do, it feels as if the Republican will be in within the next 4 years. Now, that is not what I have seen in the past. What I have seen is that Biden won 2 terms. However, if he continues the current energy as of right now, we could very well see another Republican in power within the next 3 years, right? Because we have the Tower card. However, in this thing, the Biden could win re-election. There's another possibility. Biden could win re-election, but they could be very successful at overtaking or almost like installing a new government in power by doing what they did in 2020, but doing it in 2024 with the help of the midterm elections, because the Republicans took back the House and the Senate, which means they have enough control to put whoever they want in power. So we can end up in a scenario where the Democrats are in power, in control, but then they get ousted because they didn't fight hard enough for voting rights. They didn't fight hard enough for to remove people from power whose only intention is power. For example, the Republicans like Josh Hawley, all those people who tried to incite an insurrection, it may become a new possibility in 2024. And I did say that. And remember what I said, in the butterfly effects, that is just a mirror. Whatever happened in Donald Trump under the presidency will happen in 2024, right? Hi, Doris. What's up, love? I'm glad you got the crystal. All right, well, I don't see anybody putting any questions up. So don't forget to submit your questions so I can do them for you. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you and have a very beautiful night. I might be going live tonight at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to be doing a little Stinger Bowl thing if you're interested. Anyway, I love you, and I'll see you guys tonight. It might be 3 or 12 a.m. in the morning, either one of those times. Probably most likely midnight, but we'll see. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. I love you and good night. Hi, Clan.